The 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint and lacking any DRS. Mint mark has quietly become one of the most sought-after mid-century nickels among collectors. Though over 47 million were produced, the value of this coin depends entirely on its grade and distinctive features. In average circulated condition, 1954 no-mint mark nickel is worth just 1020, but uncirculated. High-grade specimens with full steps on Monticello can soar to astonishing prices. Up to $1,900 or more for the finest examples. Wikipedia plus 14 coin. Identifier plus 14 bullion. Shark plus 14. What makes this coin so special? First, the Jefferson nickel, design casting Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse in his famed estate. Monticello, on the reverse, didn't change much in 1954. The secret lies in the full steps designation, which indicates that all steps on Monticello are sharply and fully struck, with each line clearly visible under magnification. This level of detail is rare, especially in the Philadelphia issues, and collectors prize it above all else. Coin identifier. In terms of grading and pricing, a coin graded MS-60 might fetch just a few dollars, but once you move into the MS-65 to MS-67 range, prices rise sharply. A full steps MS-67 example has sold for over $8,800. While typical MS-67 specimens without the full steps, premium still trade in the range of $575 to $625. Coin identifier. However, the true market sweet spot sits around $1,900, which is the going rate today for an authentic MS-66 to MS-67. Full step specimen slabs by PCGS or NGC, especially when the coin showcases deep original luster, vibrant toning, and no distracting. Marks American bullion, +2 coin identifier, +2 U.S. coins. Value +2. This nickel's value is also influenced by its mint mark context. While San Francisco Mint issues 1954's carry excitement as the final pre-1968 nickel off the S-press. In Denver, coins 1954D often draw attention for errors like FS or repunched mint marks. The Philadelphia no-mark coin stands out by sheer rarity and top grades only, roughly 110,000. Philadelphia nickels of this date survive in MS-65+, and far fewer exhibit full steps at MS-67 levels. CoinValueChecker.com +5 US. Coins value +5 coin. Identifier +5. That scarcity elevates demand among collectors trying to complete high-end Jefferson nickel sets. Adding to its allure are reported auction results. The highest-priced 1954 no-mint mark nickel was a full steps MS-67 that brought $8,813 at auction. Coin identifier +1 U.S. coins value +1. While this represents the absolute pinnacle, many collectors and dealers currently price high-quality FS examples in the $1,200, $1,900 range to reflect liquidity and current market conditions. Coin study +5 coin identifier +5 U.S. coins value +5. Other key factors that boost value: exceptional eye appeal, natural toning, and the presence of any tasteful low-grade die variety or minor error, especially if certified. Even full steps coins at MS-66 may command $700, $1,200, especially if they exhibit pleasing yellow, gold, or blue toning. Coins graded MS-67FS remain at the top tier up to $1,900, while the best specimens occasionally exceed this when auction conditions align. Coin identifier. It's worth noting that the overwhelming majority of 1954 Philadelphia nickels remain in circulated or low in circulated condition and are worth little more than face value. But for those lucky enough to stumble upon a full steps gem quality specimen, the payoff can be life-changing and well worth the careful inspection. Collectors now regularly search coin rolls, sleeves, and inherited collections for this very coin, knowing it can transform from a few cents into a reserve-worthy collectible. In summary, the 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is a classic example of modern numismatic opportunity. Affordable to acquire, yet capable of commanding strong premiums when in top condition. Its value hinges on the combination of full steps, high mint, state grade, and certification and, when all three align, a genuine gem can be worth up to $1,900 in today's collector market. Next up, the 1981 P mint mark Jefferson nickel is a striking and valuable example in American numismatics. Often overlooked by casual collectors, but revered by specialists who understand the rarity and hidden potential in such coins. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin does not carry the prestige of centuries-old relics, yet its value lies in the subtle details, its well-preserved condition, and the rarity of high-grade specimens. The Jefferson nickel series was introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, with the image of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers, and the third President of the United States, gracing the obverse. This change marked a significant moment in U.S. coin design. Transitioning from the rugged frontier symbolism of the buffalo nickel to a more statesmanlike and historically reverent depiction of American heritage, the 1981 P. Jefferson nickel features Jefferson's bust facing left on the obverse, designed by artist Felix Schlag, whose vision was selected in a nationwide design competition. Schlag's rendition remained largely unchanged for decades, making each yearly issue a subtle evolution of the original rather than a complete overhaul. The reverse showcases Jefferson's iconic home Monticello, surrounded by inscriptions, including E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, in United States of America. The P mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint, appears on the obverse beside the bust stand, important detail since the presence. Absence or misplacement of this mark can affect the coin's value significantly. One key factor contributing to the high value of this specific 1981 P. Jefferson nickel reaching up to $1,000 in the numismatic market, today's its condition and mint state. Coins graded MS66 and higher by professional grading services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation are particularly prized. In such grades, the coin exhibits brilliant luster, razor-sharp details, and a flawless surface, free from scratches, bag marks, or discoloration. With many coins entering circulation and suffering wear and tear, finding a pristine 1981 P nickel is increasingly rare, making uncirculated examples highly desirable. The coin's composition also plays a subtle role in its value. It's made from 75% copper and 25% nickel. The Jefferson nickel was designed for durability and economy. However, while its base metal content does not inherently make it valuable like silver or gold coins, it's the quality and uniqueness such as mint errors that drive the price up. For instance, double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and weak strikes are some of the errors collectors seek out. Even a slight deviation from the standard design or strike can catapult an otherwise ordinary coin into a higher value bracket. Some 1981 P nickels have been found with a faint or misplaced mint mark, contributing to their rarity. Market demand also plays a critical role in the valuation of this coin. As collectors scramble to complete Jefferson nickel albums or pursue high-grade registry sets, coins like the 1981 P become increasingly valuable due to low availability and top condition. Moreover, as the coin has aged over 4 decades, the pool of uncirculated specimens has diminished significantly. This decline in supply, coupled with steady collector interest, has caused market prices to rise. It is not uncommon for pristine, graded 1981 P. Jefferson nickels to fetch over $1,000 in auctions or private sales. Historical context adds another layer of significance. In 1981, the U.S. Mint was nearing the end of an era. Just 1 year later, in 1982, major changes would sweep across the coinage world. With the Lincoln cents composition shifting from copper to zinc and other denominations seeing design or material adjustments. Therefore, the 1981 issues represent one of the final coins struck before this transitional phase. This sense of last of its kind appeals to collectors who value historical turning points and the numismatic narratives they tell. What also elevates the value of this coin is its potential to contain unrecognized die varieties or anomalies. Numismatists often search for RPMs repunched, mint marks, or subtle differences in the die that can result in a variety designation. These varieties are not always documented initially and may only be discovered decades after the coins are released, adding an exciting speculative element to coin collecting. Some experts believe the 1981 P series still holds unexplored potential, waiting for a sharp-eyed collector or researcher to uncover a new classification that could redefine its market value. Additionally, the coin's educational appeal is high, used in schools, historical exhibits, and U.S. Mint educational materials. The Jefferson nickel series provides insight into American history, architecture through Monticello, and the evolution of coin design. For many collectors, especially young numismatists, the Jefferson nickel is one of the first series they encounter. That nostalgic and foundational connection often drives interest in completing high-quality sets, where coins like the 1981 P play an essential role. Another compelling aspect is the accessibility of this coin, yet, paradoxically, that accessibility has contributed to its scarcity in uncirculated condition. Millions of 1981 P Jefferson nickels were minted and entered general circulation. Most were used in commerce, tossed into jars, or lost over time. Only a small fraction were preserved in mint sets or saved by collectors at the time. Today, those few examples that survived untouched, especially those stored in optimal conditions, are immensely valuable, serving as pristine relics from an otherwise mundane year. While $1,000 may seem high for a nickel, it is entirely justifiable. Given the factors discussed, rarity and condition, historical importance, low high-grade population, potential for error or variety, and increasing collector demand, the coin becomes not just a piece of currency, but a miniature time capsule, a work of art, and an investment rolled into one. It tells the story of American innovation, the enduring legacy of Jefferson, and the evolving nature of U.S. coinage. In today's world, where inflation and digital transactions are redefining how we use money, coins like the 1981 P Jefferson nickel remind us of a tactile and collectible past. In conclusion, the 1981 P Jefferson nickel, despite its humble face value of 5 cents, has grown into a highly collectible item with a market value reaching up to $1,000, especially in top-graded condition. Its significance is not just monetary, but also historical, artistic, and cultural. For numismatists and collectors alike, this coin represents a hidden treasure in American coinage, a reminder that even the smallest denominations can carry immense value when rarity, condition, and collector passion converge. Next up, the 1971D Jefferson nickel may appear as just another coin in your change jar, but to seasoned collectors and keen-eyed numismatists, this piece carries a hidden potential value of up to $2,000 in today's collector market. While most people overlook modern-era nickels as common currency, certain variations and conditions make the 1971D Jefferson nickel a surprising treasure. Struck at the Denver Mint as denoted by the D Mint mark, this coin belongs to a series that pays homage to the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. First introduced in 1938, the Jefferson nickel replaced the buffalo. Nickelin has become a long-standing staple of U.S. coinage. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing bust of Jefferson. It's designed by Felix Schlag, while the reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home. However, it's not merely the design or age that elevates the 1971D. To such high collector status, it's a unique combination of condition, strike quality, minting anomalies, and historical context that make this coin a standout. For instance, full steps varieties nickels that display full and clear steps on Monticello are highly sought after. Full steps examples, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition graded MS66 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC, have fetched thousands at auction. A flawless example with full details and no post-mint damage is incredibly scarce because circulation quickly wears down such features. Moreover, errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped planchettes associated with this issue have further driven up collector demand and value. another key factor in the 1971D. Nickel's rising value is its place in history. During the early 1970s, U.S. Mint transitioned through different metallic compositions and quality control challenges. Though nickels remained copper-nickel, slight inconsistencies in striking or planchette preparation occasionally resulted. In rare anomalies, especially at high-production mints like Denver, while over 315 million Jefferson nickels were produced at the Denver Mint in 1971, only a fraction have survived in exceptional gem condition, particularly with fully struck details and clean surfaces. Coins that were never circulated and stored carefully, often in original mint sets, have remained in premium condition and are now considered numismatic gems. These untouched examples reflect the original die quality and serve as a snapshot of coin production during that era. Auction records reveal that collectors are willing to pay top dollars, sometimes exceeding $2,000 for coins. With flawless luster, strong strike, and recognized design features like the full steps, the aesthetic appeal and scarcity of such features often drive competition among bidders, especially when the coin is slabbed and graded by reputable third-party services. Additionally, the rising interest in modern era coinage among younger collectors has pushed demand higher for standout pieces like the 1971D Jefferson nickel, while earlier coins from the 1800s and early 1900s have long dominated the rare coin space. The market has shifted toward undervalued modern issues that are tough to find in high grades, as more collectors enter the field seeking affordable but high-value finds. Coins like the 1971D nickel, with niche appeal and strong upside potential, gain traction. Social media platforms, YouTube channels, and coin collecting apps have all contributed to spotlighting these sleeper coins, educating the public on their hidden worth. A 1971D nickel that you find in a forgotten coin roll or inherited collection could unexpectedly hold significant value, especially if it matches the criteria of strong strike, minimal wear, and defined Monticello steps. Professional grading not only boosts value, but also authenticates the coin's condition, ensuring that buyers and sellers engage in a trusted marketplace. Collectors and experts agree that paying attention to the small details such as the clarity of the date, mint, mark, and the step lines on the reverse can make all the difference. Even minor die varieties like repunched mint marks or doubled letters can dramatically increase interest and value. These micro details are often overlooked by the untrained, but can mean the difference between a face value nickel and a collectible worth thousands. Furthermore, original luster, eye appeal, and absence of contact marks contribute heavily to a coin's grade and eventual market price. Given these attributes, a 1971D nickel that grades MS66 or above with full steps commands not only respect, but also substantial financial returns. As prices continue to climb, coins of this caliber become investment-grade items, highly liquid assets in the numismatic market. Whether you're a seasoned investor, an amateur coin roll hunter, or simply someone cleaning out an old coin jar, the 1971 DI Jefferson nickel is one to watch. Its rich design, historical relevance, and potential for astonishing value make it a true hidden gem in U.S. coinage.